Kelly Ripa of Live has recollected the day her husband Mark Consuelos ended their marriage because she was criticizing him for his poor performance. The couple's brief split became public during Monday's episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, when the hosts talked about how December 11 is sometimes referred to as Breakup Day. Happy Breakup Day was the message Mark, 52, sent to the studio audience and viewers at home after discussing the reasons why so many people end their relationships in the first few days of December. Some of the arguments included thinking back on the relationship, feeling pressured to introduce their significant other to family and friends, or not wanting to buy an expensive gift. Following his words of encouragement, Kelly, 53, addressed the audience, saying, "If you are planning on breaking up today, or if you're having trouble breaking up with your significant other, won't you reach out to us and we will do it for you?" Kelly ended by saying, "Do it." The former cast member of Riverdale boasted, "I'm good at it. I'm capable of it." He then on, turning to face Kelly, "I ripped that band-aid straight off. Listen, it's not gonna work. We're seeing other people. It's not you. It's me and you," he said, imitating the breakup of a couple. Kelly turned back to the crowd and said, "I want to announce something," her face smug. "The last person he broke up with was me, yes, it is correct. I'm here now," she said. "He broke up with me 3 days before we got married." Mark started to appear uneasy, and awkward giggles started to spread around the crowd. "How'd that work out for you, Mark?" Kelly teased. Then, giving in, he said, "I think really well, actually," making a reference to their prosperous and lengthy marriage. The former cast member of All My Children said, "I had that super we'd be gone resistance." In the same show, Kelly had problems with her microphone, so Mark asked a live crew member for assistance. Kelly was telling a story about exercising prior to getting married, but something didn't sound quite right. As she was telling her story, Mark was even looking about, as if he was worried. Kelly interrupted mid-sentence, presumably using a teleprompter to read her an instruction on screen. She read, "Turn on Kelly's mic," reaching for the microphone attached to her clothing. She said it again, "Mark, turn on Kelly's mic," as it didn't appear like Mark was the one who was meant to do it. Mark bent to give her a hand. "How do you turn it on?" he said while tinkering with Kelly's back's wiring. "Scott, are you up for the challenge?" "You're the guy," he said to an off-camera live crew member. A skeptic Kelly became aware that, at that moment, nobody in the audience had heard the story she was giving. On Kelly's desk, the live team member placed a tiny detachable microphone. "I'll just yell," declared the irritated presenter. Mark kept working behind Kelly to fix the microphone. He said, "Is it on now?" Kelly put it to the test by asking whether anyone could hear her. She was not heard. "No, okay," Mark responded, giving up. Kelly said, "I'm just going to talk into this," and she clipped the new microphone that had been left on her collar. Kelly and Mark had a heated exchange on the show last week. The TV celebrity talked about her missing jewelry with her husband during Wednesday's morning broadcast. Her statement, "I can't find my wedding ring," shocked the audience, eliciting a loud scream. With a nervous laugh, Kelly answered, "I know, I am aware." "Wait, are we on a break?" Mark asked, interrupting her and pulling her arm, referencing a humorous scene from the television program Friends. Everyone in the room started laughing, including the soap opera actress who leaned in to say, "You wish," to her spouse. Following her explanation, Kelly said, "I was moisturizing, I took it off, and then I went to put it back on and I can't find it." Mark, however, comforted his wife by saying, "You'll find it." Fans were happy to learn that the TV personality had found her diamond later in the broadcast. "Exciting announcement, I discovered my ring," Kelly exclaimed. She said, "In case you were wondering, it was under the hairbrush." The two had a few arguments over the week before that one. On Tuesday's episode, Kelly and Mark welcomed the Stump Mark competitor of the day. They were joined in the game by a contestant named Tracy Valentine, whose picture flashed on the screen. Tracy was from Dayton, Ohio, Mark noticed. "You know, I spent a long weekend in Dayton when I was in college," remarked the man. "I apologize," Tracy answered. "The Dayton Flyers, right?" Tracy said, "Yeah, the University of Dayton. My daughter actually goes to law school there." "Well, I guess I could have used a lawyer that weekend," Mark said with a big smile. The crowd laughed and applauded.